Pearson Nazis who become alarmed as Hitler's speech is interrupted by a man pretending to be a bee.
Being just as busy as the bee can be, flying round the garden, the sweetest ever seen, taking back the honey to the dear old queen.
Da hätte man uns erst nicht 15 Jahre vorher ausplündern sollen. Ihnen gar nichts nützen, denn sie können ja kaufen.
If you like but roasting meat, I'd like to be a busy, busy bee, being just as busy as a bee can be, flying all around the wild hedgerows, stinging all the cows upon the parson's nose.
Himmelsdonner, who is that? I don't know, Excellency.
I'd like... Oh, Dickie, how much longer have I got to stand in this heat? My comms are all racking up. They're all round my waist.
It's walking.
Eh?
What? So it is. Look, we're all on that screen.
Oh, Dickie, and you didn't tell me my hair's all untidy. Here, watch me while I make a funny face.
Oh, you do look angry.
I think it's an improvement.
No.
Himmelsdonner, your station is discovered. You must get back at once. Destroy all evidence. Leave nothing. Yes, Excellency.
The secret is out. The hidden agenda of the outdoor murals is subversion. The woman on the side of the building looks at a fish. The angel is naked and dark. Donald Trump tenderly blows smoke into Vladimir Putin's greedy lips. Marianne, the symbol of the French Republic, cries a bloody tear. But if you listen, you can still hear music, and you can still find rainbows.
And the name of the game is sales. It's buying and selling. It's making deals. The lights of the city are turned on by money. The billboards and signs are turned on by money. Media acts in the name of money. The images, logos, and sales pitches are all about money. And then a green mutant comic book character emerges from those very same sales pitches. A blues musician blows his trumpet. A man cautions you to keep your secrets, and a woman looks at you from the stairs.
Heaven will be heavenly, an angel told me so. Heaven will be heavenly, and surely she ought to know. All my life I've waited for a belated dream to come true. Now I know I was waiting for you. Heaven will be heavenly, but heaven's far away. I can only live for today.
Oh, you gorgeous creature.
Living in a consumer society entails making informed buying decisions. We are constantly bombarded with advertisements that tell us what to think and how to react to the stimulus we find in our environment. We need to always be thinking and deciding. We need to constantly evaluate the merits of the advertising promises that are made to us. We need to always be ready. We need to always be on the make. Decisions confront us every minute of the day. Consumers can never let their guard down. We never know when the opportunity will strike. We never know when the commercial world will speak to us in a meaningful way. Happiness is hard. It is sometimes very difficult to find the right thing to buy. Yet we can't help but feel good at those profound and special moments when we make an important decision that will change our life for the better.
I'm a simple melody maker. From an idle daydream I take a simple theme and out of it make a melody. If you feel unhappy or tearful, if you need a song that is cheerful, listen to the Melody Maker Man.
Hear him play. Sweet music will drive your cares away. And in a while he will
Hear me play, and when I depart, I hope maybe to leave in your heart a memory of the Melody Maker.
It's not billionaires that make a consumer economy go. It's consumers that make the billionaires go. A consumer economy is built around consumers. That's why we call it a consumer economy. So don't listen to the bloody clowns. The bloody clowns are bought and paid for. They get paid to manipulate you and to tell you lies. Instead, you need to be the person who you really are. You are a consumer. You live in a consumer society. You know that what you need is bottom-up economics. You know that a happy consumer society is a society where consumers can consume. By embracing bottom-up supply-side economics, you embrace everything that is important in economic life.
Maybe you think rhythm is the thing for you. If so, let's go. Here's a little swing for you.
The likeness of Robin Williams appeared on a wall in Belgrade, Serbia, the day after he committed suicide. Flowers were laid beneath the likeness of David Bowie shortly after he died. People know how to be generous. The murals on the walls are put up as reminders. They are posted in memory of people who have been lost. And sometimes they remind us of customs that have passed. Rainbows can be found in many strange places, and it is possible to find love as well.
What was I laughing at? Do you remember?
I don't know.
I can't think. I'll go and ask my mother.
Mother! And now that we've got rid of him, Pat Kirkwood and I will give you our version of The Only One Who's Difficult Is You. Okay, Jack? Honey, you're so lovely.
But I seem so hard to get.
Honey, you've refused me.
Since the very day we met.
Honey, have some pity, for you know I love you so. Tell me one thing, just the one thing that I'm wanting to know.
You'd fix things right away. If you could have your way.
The only one who's difficult is you. The preacher's quite okay.
The organist would play.
The only one who's difficult is you.
The weather report for Sunday says bright sunshine.
A suitable day for you to say you'll be mine. Oh, the choir is ready to sing, and the bells are willing to ring. The only one who's difficult is you.
You'd fix things right away. If you could have your way.
The only one who's difficult is you. The preacher's quite okay, and I'll be there to play. The only one who's difficult is you. The weather report for Sunday says bright sunshine.
A suitable day for you to say
You'll be mine. The choir will sing,
and the bells are willing to ring.
The only one who's difficult is you.
Is civilization better than being eaten alive?
Do not be afraid of high fructose corn syrup. We once inhabited a world with saber-toothed tigers and with primitive Stone Age knives and spears, and the cooperation of our tribe fought hand to paw against giant prehistoric grizzly bears. The embarrassment that you felt when your father kissed you in front of the entire second grade class is nothing compared to being eaten alive by ravenous wolves. Your smoking is bad for you. It is even worse than eating high fructose corn syrup. But it is not so bad as being gored by an elephant or having your liver and intestines eaten while you are still alive by giant carnivorous birds. The prison system is inhumane, and too many people are sent to it unjustly, or to be punished for victimless crimes. But the inhumanity of our penal institutions is nothing compared to the Nazi death camps, in which prisoners who did no crimes were forced to labor long hours in the frozen cold of winter, with not enough to eat, wearing rags, and with holes in their shoes. Christians used to be martyrs who showed courage and transcendent serenity in the face of ravenous lions in front of bloodthirsty spectators in the Roman Colosseum. The Romans watched the Christians, somewhat bored and only mildly attentive, as the Christians were eaten alive. Now, once a week, for an hour or two, Christians clothe themselves in suits and dresses, sing in accompaniment with organs, and send their children to Sunday school. The road to hell is paved, well lit, lined with trees, and divided into neatly striped lanes. Our gladiators learn to fight by playing video games. They ride into battle in million-dollar vehicles with headphones over their ears. They launch weapons that cut graceful arcs through the air and can adjust their trajectories to target precise, pre-programmed global coordinates. The weapons, at least some of them, burn with the same intensity and searing heat that powers the sun. Nearly all of the weapons, not just the nuclear ones, burn skin off of living flesh and are more painful and more terrible than being eaten alive by ravenous beasts.
Have we a pirate song, lad?
Aye, sir, one's just come.
A rousing song in the sea and sea, wrapped round a bottle of rum.
I said to my mother when she said, young man, what would you like to be?
I would like to be a pirate if I can, that's what I said me.
I went up to a pirate chief and politely raised my lid.
She did.
And got myself apprenticed to the famous Captain Kidd.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, some kid was Captain Kidd. On the good ship Saucy Jane, we put to sea from Dover, then the rum went round again, and we were half seas over.
It's hard to be a pirate and sail the rolling main. We have to face rocks and shipwrecks, we scrub the sails and swept the deck,
and we even have to scrub our necks
on the good ship Saucy Jane.
Tell me, did you like it, sir?
Like what?
The number we just played.
Oh, yes, you've been playing, haven't you? Quite good.
You just never know when an Antarctic ice shelf might break off and float out to warm waters, causing the oceans to rise and continents to shrink. Poor Amsterdam. You were such a beautiful city. So clean, so industrious, so open to the virtue of trade and the free exchange of ideas. Poor Venice. Your Grand Canal, with its graceful gondolas, may not have at times smelled so good, but you were unique. A treasury of history and art and tales of romance. Goodbye, Miami Beach. Goodbye, Manhattan Island in New York City. Goodbye, you scenic islands and peninsulas on the Mediterranean Sea.
So here it is, playmates, a pretty little bird am I. I know.
My heart is like a singing bird, what wings its way from pole to pole. My heart is like a singing bird, my liver's like a dry pencil. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown jug, don't I love thee? I sing, 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 I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird am I, a pretty little bird am I. My father's like a singing bird, a corncrake or a raven black. He's always singing at his work, and 16 times he's had the sack. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown ale, don't he love thee? I sing, 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 I fly, fly, fly.
Hello, Louis here. Come and see your Uncle Arthur get off with the Queen. Go on.
Am I? My heart is like a singing bird, although I'm poor and badly fed. And when my voice is worn away, I'll beg my door from bread to bread. Ha ha, hee hee. Oh, little brown workhouse, I love thee. I sing, 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 I fly, fly, fly. A pretty little bird, am I, I'm going to fly away. Bye, bye.
Life is interesting. All you have to do is look at it. The world is full of strange and interesting creatures who will, if you are not careful, try to eat your hat. The world is delicious and smelly. A place where you can eat an apple, a place where leaves can smell like mint. It is a place filled with flowers, and it is a great place to play games. So enjoy the world as it is while you can, before modern society turns us all into zombies. There is a new world coming, and you're not going to like it.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he.
A merry old soul was he, a merry old soul was he. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he.
Come here, there's no dance.
No doubt.
No dance. Oratorio.
Oratorio.
Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he.
King Cole!
Oh, a merry old soul was he, was he.
There are no bagpipes.
No bagpipes?
No bagpipes.
And no dance.
No dance.
Oratorio.
Old King Cole!
Old King Cole, old King Cole, old King Cole.
Hey!
There is no coal.
No coal?
No coal.
No bagpipes? No dance?
No dance.
Oratorio.
He called for his pipe.
He called for his pipe.
He called, yes, he called for his pipe.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2.
There's no 2, 3, 4.
No 2, 3, 4.
No 2, 3, 4.
No coal.
No coal.
No bagpipes.
No bagpipes.
No dance. Oratorio.
He called for his fiddle free. He called for his fiddle free. He called for his fiddle free.
Fiddle, fiddle, fiddle.
He called for his fiddle free.
He called for his fiddler's free.
He called
for his fiddler's free. He called for his pipe, and he called for his ball, and he called for his fiddler's free. His fiddlers, his fiddlers, his fiddlers.
His little fiddle, bass fiddle, phone fiddle, high tiddle, tom tiddle, little. Oratorio.
He called for his pipe, and he
boy.
The murals express opinions. The murals express hopes. They are deeply and perennially subversive. They mock the powerful and the self-possessed. They cast the devil in the role of facilitator. They celebrate eccentricity, and they commend fresh ways of seeing. They lead us to imagine the possibilities of imagination. They remind us of the joy to be found in play. The surface of things is only the surface, they say. Beyond the surface, there is so much more. The glory of God is hidden in plain sight, and the subversive call of the murals is to ordinary people. It is a call to adults to become like children. It is a call to reach out and touch the unseen.
Of two continents, that crazy number bumps-a-daisy.
In the naughty 90s, ladies were so gay. In the naughty 90s, this is how they play.
Dancing as light as a feather, thumping their bustles together. And me and bumps-a-daisy, I like a bustle that bends. And me and bumps-a-daisy, what is a bump between friends? And me, so don't be lazy, let's make a party, yeah, wow.